Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Please make sure you click the subscribe button. And if you've always been here, thank you so much for coming again and again. So today we're going to be creating a white wedding inspired look on our gorgeous model. And I'm also going to be sharing with you tips that, I believe would help you if you are just trying to join the bridal industry. So I would say I officially kicked my way into the bridal industry in the year 2021. I had my first breakthrough bride. That's what I call her. Her name is King. She was the first person that really trusted me as a brand to do her bridal makeup, and she took me all the way to Benin State. So here are a few tips that I did that I believe helped me to scale my way into the beauty, or rather into the bridal industry. So the first tip that I did was to be very welcoming. You want to be perceived as a person that is welcoming. Your brand is welcoming. What does that mean? A bride wants to feel comfortable around you through your conversations, through your replies, and all of that. Tip number 2 is to offer more than you can even give. Yes, I said that. Offer value. Right, what do I mean by that? One of the major things that I did practically, let me just give you guys the tea, was to give free pre-wedding makeup to everyone that was booking me for their bridal. So my package came with a free pre-wedding makeup session. I mean, it just really made more sense to brides, and they just felt more comfortable. Of course, I had not blown. I'm still not blown, but I mean, they just felt like they were getting more value when they paid, and I believe that paved a way, for me being seen and more visible to more brides. A third tip that I would say is to be consistent. You have to consistently show up as a bridal artist in terms of the content that you put out, and be very strategic about the kind of content that you put out to attract the kind of brides that you want to attract. The fourth step I would say is go for classes. Ensure you train um ensure you train to be a bridal artist, right? Go for classes with people that you like their work. Now, I see a lot of makeup artists sign up for classes and they don't actually like the work of the person. You're just shooting up yourself for damage, because you're not only going to not get value from that class, but it would have been a waste of time and to your brand and to yourself. Some people go for classes because of the name and all of that, but you essentially want to train and learn from somebody that you actually like their work. You like their work, and it can be a bonus point if you like their personality as well, right? So I've lost track of the exact number that we are on now, but I would say the next part of it is to be friendly to people in your industry, right? Because people can refer you. The people that you feel don't have the connection to refer you are even the ones that can refer you. So you want to be a kind person, not necessarily a nice person that is just all about trying to, there's a word I want to use, but I'm not sure I'm allowed to use that. The Holy Spirit never allowing me to use that word. But basically, you act nice, and when you should be kind. If you want to know the difference between niceness and kindness, you might just Google that. But be a kind person, a person that is kind to people in your industry. You're not, that word keeps coming back, but I refuse to use that word. But I mean, just naturally be a kind person, show kindness, be friendly to people that you meet at your work environment, be it gele artist, be it the bridal assistant, the light man, whoever. Just be a kind and polite human being when you go out for jobs, right? And the next point I would say is give every job, whether it's a bridal job or a studio session party guests, photo shoots. Give every session your best, because you don't know where that makeup is going to be seen. You don't know how the client is going to perceive you, and then they might just, in turn use you for their big day. Another tip I would say is to understand the times and the seasons. There are people in the industry that have duly paid their dues in terms of time they have spent in the industry, their experience, the money they have spent. So you need to stop comparing yourself with people that have actually put in the work long before you even picked up your brushes. So give grace to yourself, understand the times and seasons of your business, and keep putting in the work. The next point I'm going to talk about might be perceived some way, but it's just what it is. Don't overprice yourself when you have not ascertained that. I know that this would come off as, oh, people say, oh, charge your what, this. Charge your what? Listen to what you're saying. Charge your what? Now, what is your what? What are you what? That's what you need to talk to yourself about. Sit down, calculate how much time you have spent in this industry. If you were a bride, would you book you? Would you pay you this amount for this job? Now, this is going to come off as, something else, but essentially what I'm saying is, it still boils down to understanding your times and seasons, right? There is going to be a time where you can charge as much as, in fact, truthfully speaking, we can never really charge your worth, because if you want to define what it is that is fully your worth, who can actually pay your worth? So understand the basis of where your business is and what you can actually deliver, right? So understand your business and don't copy the charges of other people. Understand the market, yes, and then know where you fall or where you should place yourself, and consistently give it your all. And then you can now grow with your brand and grow your brand into charging, everything that you want to charge, right? Another point I want to say is that if you're not a bridal artist, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Yes, let me say that again. If you're not a bridal artist, that is, if you're not getting as much brides as you feel that you should get, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. The beauty industry is so big, you can achieve so much aside being a bridal artist, right? And I know that this is our cash cow, but if it's not happening for you, then you can define your cash cow and be the best at what you do. I'll see you guys in another video. Now tell me what you think about this gorgeous look. Bye guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.